Colin, South Pimlico, third rail emus. I love it. I'm a Southern man. I take it you're a Southern man too?
Yes, predominantly.
And you're a London man, born and bred?
In the East End. I never lived south of the Thames, but I've always found their railways interesting.
OK, well, it's a fascinating layout that you've got here, Colin. I like the way you've broken it up with the bridges.
Yes, I didn't want a train to be visible throughout the entire length of the layout. I wanted vision blockers to give the idea that as you go through London, you see a train appear, then it disappears behind a building. Then it'll reappear maybe 100 yards down the road as it crosses on a bridge. And that's the sort of feel I wanted to recreate.
And it's the sort of feel you have recreated. I like some of the details you've got, like the block of flats with the little balconies. You've obviously researched the material.
Well, I used to work in South London, and luckily I've got a fairly good memory. And I just recreated what I could remember from the late 60s and early 70s. My view is that ugly buildings can have a charm of their own, and that's what I wanted to portray. Most layouts feature thatched cottages and pretty villages. I thought I'd go for the urban scene as a change. And
I quite like the fact that your track is quite, well, it's very London-esque, isn't it? There's a bit of rubbish kicking about, isn't there?
It's very much as I remember it, and if you travel on the London system now, it probably still is. I'm not a regular rail user now, so I can't really comment, but I think it's probably worse now than it was in the 60s.
The stock that you're running on here, kits, is it DC kits?
Mostly from DC kits for the electric units, and the rest is ready to run with a few kit-built locos here and there. And everything's been repainted, weathered, detailed, adapted.
And the buildings themselves, the frontages, are they all scratch-built?
They're nearly all scratch-built, although a good friend of mine runs a firm called Street Level Models, and he's produced some of the back scene, such as the factory there, which was actually produced on his computer. But the actual main buildings are scratch-built by either myself or Jim.